first battle of top 16, round 6 of 7. Here comes the Norwegian Hammer versus Carnage. Who's going to get out on top as Dean Carnage Carney? Look at him nosing in that big Dodge Viper. The Oracle lights are on as Freddie is putting it down, but can't shake Dean Carnage Carney. Remember, there are championship implications here as Osbo drags the wall. Nice job filling that rear clipping zone. Dean Carnage Carney falls back a little bit and causes him to go off of that front clip. So Dean Carney, good initiation as Osbo does the same. Straight line approach, nice job. Into that first front clip. And here goes Dean Carney ripping away. And look at Osbo slingshotting up to that Dodge Viper. Nice job by Dean Carney out front. A solid lead run for both these guys. Ryan to the judges. Brian says, and there it is. Frederick Osbo gets the win with Andy Yen saying one more time. So Osbo continues on. You know, I've seen some great things from Evans in some Pro-Am competitions. Street Life Tour that's going down shortly there in Killcare, in Ohio. As Daigo Saito, look at him just launching it into that rear clipping zone, allowing James Evans to mirror him out. Look at this, smoking out. Wow, absolutely blinded by the smoke. James Evans, nowhere to go. Whew, that was just, it's like he's throwing cotton balls out of the back of that thing. And away they go from the start line. The GTR of Saito, let's see how he puts it down. Evans, good initiation, straight line approach. Get in the outside clipping zone. Daigo Saito showing some muscle here. Nice job by Evans, a little bit lacking of angle. Daigo Saito, he compromises that angle to get that proximity into that rear clipping zone. Nice job by Evans, good placement of that 350Z. Evans tightens it up, and Saito right there. You wonder how Osbo is going to handle that when he goes against Saito, because you have to assume they're going to slide right. And there it is, the Ninja. Daigo Saito gets the win. The Goosh will lead as Ken Gushi qualified 4th, Ryan Turk qualified 13th. And away they go. Ken Gushi, straight line initiation, Ryan Turk right there. Wheel to wheel, Rubbin is racing. Oh, and Ryan Turk. Ryan, I definitely want to look at this again. Was that Turk being too aggressive? Did Gushi check up?
Well, we've got the red LED lights on the top of the vehicle. Everybody can watch along as we take a look at the replay. On the first face, it looks like just too aggressive by Ryan Turk. Here we go, Ken Gushi into initiation here. A little break right there. And then you see the contact from Turk and keep going in it right there.
So they will be asserting fault after they're digesting that first run. And man, those cars took a hit, and they're ready to go back at it.
Neither of the drivers needed a repair, so there was no need to give fault right here. The judge will take a look at it when we're done with the run.
Here we go. So Ryan Turk initiating, good angle from Turk. Ken Gushi was really wide and far apart from Turk, and then dropped in as we're transitioning through. Man, look at that, through the power alley. Gushi dips that tire, goes a bit off course, gets back where the rubber meets the road, exploding that front clip, makes some noise. 2 rockets of Scion FRSs. Going to the judges, Turk and Gushi. What do you guys think? Slide left for Turk, right for Gushi. 1 says Ryan Turk. Ryan says, one more time. And Andy says, one more time. They're going at it again. Here we go. Kenny Moen out front. Blues out back. Nice job by Moen as Blues turns it up. Turns it up to 11. Nice job in the chase position by Blues. Cuts through the smoke. Oh, but he's dancing with the dirt. Look at how fast these guys are. Ripping through the course into that rear clipping zone. Kenny Moen sheds a bumper and sheds some light on a killer run there. Stops will lead. Kenny Moen will give chase. Is there going to be a dominant force? Or are we going to see them go one more time as well? Kristaps turns it on. Kenny Moen can't be shaken. Nice job. Ooh, grabbing it here is Blues into that rear clipping zone, tapping the wall, throwing off of his game a little bit. Maybe too aggressive with that wall tap. Locking him up there at the red flag to find out the eventual verdict.
Well, Blues is on fire here, as was Moen. You can see both drivers There's those brake lights again. You see a lot of drivers taking that approach. As we see Kristaps round out that inside clip, good transition back around. Kenny Moen is right there with them. And then Kristaps comes into this section of the course, taps the wall right there, straightens out, and then reinitiates and gets back into drift. So a mistake there for Kristaps Blus on the latter part of the course. On the final turn heading up the little minor hill there to that last inside clip. And looks like judges' results are in early.
Yeah, that was pretty quick there. So Brian Ullman, yep, Kenny Moen gets the win. Kenny Moen gets the win. We are back to the one more time between the Scion FRSs of Ken Gushue and Ryan Tuerck. So deemed, I overheard the judges talking about both were at fault. You know, just couldn't really dictate who was truly at fault. So Ken Gushue will lead this one more time battle. Ryan Tuerck will give chase, hopefully taking some notes after that first run. Pop, lock, and drop it. Look at that. Ryan Tuerck losing some ground as the Goosh tightens it up to the front clip. Coming through the power alley, ripping. A quick correction from both the guys. Ryan Tuerck really far off of that rear clipping zone. Ryan Tuerck will now lead the Retax Lifestyle backpacks on Maxxis tires. Ken Gushue on Hankook tires. The Greddy Racing Scion Racing FRS. Good angle from Tuerck. Ken Gushue lacking a little bit there. About the same distance that Ryan Tuerck had from Gushue on the lead run. Now Gushue trying to get up to the back bumper of the FRS. And very similar lines from each other. Almost. Brian says, Ken Gushue, Ryan says. One more time, Andy says. Ryan Tuerck, that means one more time, they're going at it again. Low and slow style Forrest Wang. He's definitely a fun driver to watch and makes that big smoke line, and it's going to come down to that power alley. Forsberg will lead, as is our number 2 qualifier. Kind of an interesting initiation there. Forrest Wang getting a lot of proximity there, nice and tight to the front clip, throwing the smoke in Wang's face. Now Wang got that drag race engine that he put in there. Man, great chase job by Wang. Woo, tightening up to that front clip. Forrest Wang, man, getting that drag race engine was a great idea for him, huh?
Wow. Incredible run by both guys. Forsberg out of the gate super quick. Forrest Wang chasing down Chris Forsberg. Both drivers right here get super close to each other. Forrest Wang on the back bumper, literally door to door with Chris Forsberg. Forsberg, nice job on that inside clip. Now good transition back around, but look at Forrest right there. That is so hard to do, especially on that portion of the course, as Chris just mentioned in his interview. And then Forrest again, little tire rub right there. An incredible lead run by Chris Forsberg and an insane chase by.
Here we go. Forrest Wang throws it into that first rear clipping zone. And a real kind of wacky situation there between Forsberg and Wang. Cutting through the smoke is Forsberg and Wang. There, he just talked about it. Look at the smoke coming off the Hankooks of Forrest Wang. Look at the fire firing off underneath. Oh, wow. Forrest Wang re-enters the picture, makes some noise, Texas and around the globe. Exciting to watch. Take a look at this again.
This is the
he's living up
part.
to it, man. He's getting nuts.
That's the interesting part right there. It looks like he's in front of him from that angle. Then as soon as you cut back, you can see he's not as far as it actually looks. But Forrest Wang right here, great angle on that touch and go. Incredibly threads that inside flip right there. Forsberg is on his bumper. Now this is where Forrest gets a little bit out of whack here. Right there, he just he drops his left rear, and then Forsberg comes up on the inside. Looks like maybe a possible little contact. And
to the judges, Wang or Forsberg, slide him right for 4. One more time. Ryan says, one more time, and there it is. It doesn't even matter, but Andy says Forrest Wang. So 2-1, one more time. Let's crush a good time. Here we go. Ken Gushue out front. Ryan Tuerck giving chase. Who's going to be the dominant FRS? Good angle from Gushue. Ryan Tuerck right there, the lights are on, noses are nosing in on that front clip through the power alley, the smoke screen is on. Ryan Tuerck a bit shallow on angle there, Gushue tightens it up. How are they going to do coming into this rear clipping zone? Gushue right on it. Similar line to that last battle there, Ryan Tuerck foregoing that rear clipping zone, not getting all the way out there. Here comes the Tuerck, Ryan Tuerck versus the Gushue. There we go, Turk versus Goosh. Man, these guys are having a lot of fun out here. Are you guys having fun? Come on, Texas. Ryan Turk out front, through the power alley, ricocheting out of that first front clip into the second rear clipping zone. Entree-vous goes Ryan Turk, and approaching around that final front clip. Slide right for Gucci. There's Brian. Ryan and Andy say, Ken Gucci gets the win. The Goosh gets the win. Alec Honadale will lead. Charles Ng will give chase. Alec ripping out of that start chicane. See how, whoa, big feint. Oh, big feint and going off the course is Alec Honadale. Now he throws out some big angle, get nuts. He is. Crazy angle from Alec. Charles Ng then surges forward. I think Ng should have kept a cool head there. He might have fared better, but really you're seeing a lot of dust being flown up. Big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. Charles Ng leads, initiates, throws it in. Taps that cone and sheds some bumper. Skin to win. Charles Ng. Alec Honadale, you can see the green eyes. Has to kind of scrub some speed. Whoa, Alec coming in hot. Banging doors. Charles Ng looked like he was lacking a little bit of angle there. Alec still banging doors and bumpers, nosing it in. Make some noise, Texas.
All right, well, here we go. Charles Ng in the lead position, Alec in the chase. You can see Ng hits that cone on the outside there. Doesn't drop a tire, though. There won't be a mistake for that. And then wraps around that inside clip. Honadale eyeing him up. Those green eyes right there, very close. Straightens out just for a second right there. Not a major straighten, just a little bit of a flub. And then right there, a little bump from Alec in the chase as Ng wraps it around, and Alec really applying the pressure.
One more time, and one more time, well, why not? Keep the party going, but Andy Yen changes things up. Alec Honadale, so 2-1, doesn't matter. They're going one more time. Here we go, back to the one more time of Forsberg and Wang, thrown into that rear clipping zone. So Forsberg and Wang, so what happened here? It looked like Forrest was advancing on beyond Forsberg, and now Forsberg ripping through the rest of the course. Again, another situation, you know, where did he stomp on the brakes there?
A similar situation to Forsberg in the chase. Let's see Chris right here. Gets on the brakes right there. Forsberg, or excuse me, Wang in the chase position throws a lot of angle out there, and then you see him stop. And then Forsberg stays on and goes through the rest of the course. I mean, obviously, the judges are going to have to give us an interpretation on that.
All right, so here we go. Now, Wang is out front. Forsberg giving chase through the start chicane. We got a clean pull. Let's see how they're going to throw down. Big feint initiation there by Wang. Crawling into that rear clipping zone. Tapping the brakes is Wang. Forsberg getting into that smoke-filled hot pocket. Wang. A huge smoke screen. Coming to the rear clipping zone is Wang, using all the course. Definitely a tighter line than that first run that they had. Make some noise for Wang and Forsberg.
Well,
so,
we'll know how they treat it when these results come up. Here we go.
Going to the judges. Chris Forsberg gets the win unanimously.
First run, it looked like Forrest dove in on Chris. We couldn't see any kind of extra braking from Chris. If you look at other runs, which we just saw Forrest leading, he was on the brakes just as long as Chris was when he initiated. So Forrest was in a really weird spot when he initiated. He ended up on the inside. His rear left light hit Chris's front corner, so he was definitely on a weird line. I guess he was trying to dive in on Chris and stay close, but he misjudged. So I zeroed Forrest out for that. And then on the next run, you know, Chris would have had to make a really big mistake for him to zero out as well, basically, to call one more time or anything like that. So that's basically why Chris won.
Okay. And Dai Yoshihara, turn 14 distribution, Arc Design, Subaru BRZ going against Jonathan Castro's E3 Spark Plug 370Z. From the Dominican Republic of Castro, nice job. Castro struggling to keep up with Dai Yoshihara. That turbocharged V8 BRZ, nice and tight to that rear clipping zone. As Castro pulls it through, he's got it figured out, this combination lock. All right, we'll see as Castro taps the brakes. Good angle, look at that, locked and loaded. Standing on the throttle, can't shake Dai Yoshihara. Compromising some angle, gets close and personal. Yoshihara, Castro fails to get out to the outside clipping zone, and just Yoshihara is all over him like white on rice. Just taking a quick assessment, and then I have to assume Castro's weekend is done. Slide him right for Daijiro Yoshihara. And there it is. Daijiro Yoshihara gets the win. That's a wrap.
Well, both drivers have another chance, and Alec will take the lead here as the higher qualified driver. Charles Ng giving chase. Here we go.
Red lights illuminate and extinguish. That means let's get it going. Send it. Alec Honadale getting on laboratory. Max supercharged V8. Little shimmy shake into that rear clipping zone. Nice job by both the drivers. Look at Ng. A lot more composure here on the second run. As he exits out of that smoke screen, Alec using the whole course. Nice job from the 20-year-old sophomore season driver. Ng, knee deep. Look at that. The smoke cloud continues. How's he going to throw it down? Quick little flick of the wrist. As Alec Honadale. Good angle. Look at that. Even deeper angle. Nice job. Muscle memory working on all cylinders for Alec Honadale. Showing the signs of a veteran is Alec Honadale right now, as Charles Ng put down a great lead run. Who's going to get the win? Brian says Honadale. Ryan says Honadale, and Andy says Alec Honadale. He's getting nuts in the Grade 8. If you have a peanut allergy, don't go around him. He gets nuts, obviously. You might Masashi Yokoi in that D-Max, 2J, Sylvia S15, Mad Mike Wodet, quad rotor, twin turbo, Red Bull, Mobile 1 on Nitto tires, Mazda MX-5. Seated in the building, iLab Clothing. Here we go. Yokoi throwing it in hard. Gangster entry from Yokoi. That J style that'll ruin your day. Mad Mike Wodet tapping the brakes, getting that proximity. As Yokoi, oh, Mad Mike Wodet with a huge mistake, a big correction. Now going into that rear clipping zone, throwing him off and having some issues. Mad Mike Wodet, he's sitting on that deficit. Can he take down Yokoi? Yokoi needs to make a mistake, and Mike needs to throw down a solid run. Right now, Mike is doing that. You can see the sparks being thrown, the fireworks, as Yokoi gets lost in the smoke, but still cuts through it like a knife, like a Ginsu. Nice job, Mad Mike Wodet. Oh, hang up. Oh, Yokoi makes a mistake. Yokoi now makes a mistake as Mad Mike Wodet. Now, how big is it? We saw the ginormous mistakes of Mad Mike Wodet in that chase position, but now Yokoi has rivaled it. Let's take a look.
Well, let's see, because if you have a 0 from Mike in the chase and a 0 from Yokoi in the chase, it would come down to the lead runs. Now let's see. Watch Yokoi right here. This is what really the whole point of this battle. Right there, that's 2 tires off.
Holy cow!
That's 2 tires off. So you have a 0 in the chase from Yokoi, and you have a 0 from Mad Mike in the chase as well.
So going one more time, and Andy says. It's a real quick, the graphics are incorrect there. Brian Eggert said one more time. Wodet will give chase. Here we go, Masashi Yokoi coming in to the clipping zone. Nice job filling it. Ooh, Mad Mike Wodet surges forward, but then has to back off. Yokoi wraps it around. Look, you can see Mad Mike Wodet tapping the brakes. You can see him cut through the smoke, firing off. Whoa, buddy, Mad Mike goes hard into the wall. Spinning out. And man, make some noise for Mad Mike Wodet and the Red Bull going hard into the paint. And the wall claims another victim, and not a corner salvaged on that thing. Pretty sensational crash there with Yokoi out front.
Yeah, crazy battle right here between these two guys leading up until this point, and then we see Mad Mike wavering right here. but very close to Yokoi on proximity. Yokoi, good movement back around his inside clip. Mad Mike super close, and then just misjudges the timing here. Makes contact. There's a little 360 spin almost. And I don't know that he's going to be able to come back from that one. Looks like some pretty sustained damage here. Looks like Mad Mike is okay. Yeah.
Make some noise for him, Mad Mike Vidette and the Rad Bull. Definitely, you can see him kind of limping and ailing out of the car. I think we need to do that math because we might crown a 2015 Formula Drift champion tonight if Osbo gets past Saito and obviously the chips fall where they potentially could. As Osbo would obviously like to see that. Nice job by Osbo out front. Daigo Saito. Daigo Saito, a big correction there, making some critical mistakes. Exchanging some paint with the wall is the ninja Daigo Saito. Here we go, sending cars. Saito out front, Achilles Radial, HKS, Skyline GTR, Frederick Osbo, Rockstar Energy Drink, Scion Racing Hankook Tires, Scion TC. Now remember, Saito had those mistakes. Osbo, the fresh set of rubbers, he knows who he's going against. Look at that, just absolute clouds of smoke. Osbo goes off. A big mistake, blinded by not the light, but the smoke. Osbo could just not cut through it, did not cut like a knife, and the Norwegian Hammer goes off course. That
depends on how you interpret Osbo's, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I was going to say, it depends on how you interpret Daigo's run. I don't think that Daigo zeroed out on his run. So.
Yeah, no, I don't think he zeroed out, but he did have big mistakes. But look at that. Our current Formula Drift points leader is knocked out of competition. So, all right, so here we go. Gucci, Moen on the start line. The red lights extinguished, not illuminate, as now Gucci will lead here in the Nitto Tire. Great 8, throwing it in, the Goosh. Kenny Moen, nice job. Good proximity, look at that. Kenny Moen getting up and close with that Gottville S14. Woo, dropping in. Snaking the smoke wave. Nice job by Goosh. Into that final clip and across the finish line. Goosh is gonna have to bring his A game here. Kenny Moen out front. Quick little feint entry, nice job filling that. Yank on the e-brake. Not as fast as we've seen from Kenny Moen. I kind of surprised that Ken Gucci didn't catch up to him. Listen to those guys, flat out, over crest, right? Oh, Gucci, okay, so Kenny Moen doesn't get all the way out to that rear clipping zone. Gucci, nice chase job there. Going to the judges, Brian with it one more time. Ryan and Andy, one more time to one more time for these gentlemen. All right, well, here comes Chris Forsberg, who came in 5th in points. He's going against Alec Honadale, who is absolutely on fire, but he's going against 2-time Formula Drift champion Chris Forsberg. Looking very settled. Is Forsberg going to go through 2, getting up laboratory vehicles? Chris Forsberg looking possessed right now, going towards that wall, the rear clipping zone, gets out there. A lot more fuel for the fire, kind of overshoots that last front clip, definitely overshoots it.
Yeah, Jim just texted me, Daigo put a pause in Osbo Championship.
But yeah, I mean, that could have been a real comfortable position for Osbo if he would have advanced on, but Daigo puts a rein on his parade, dampers his spirits. Alec Honadale taps that cone, just dances with the edge of it. Forsberg trying to apply some pressure. Look at the smoke as Forsberg is all up in the mix. Tries to get to the outside zone as Alec Honadale. Look at the smoke. Chris Forsberg throws up some dust, meaning that he got into the brown dirt. One more time from Brian. Ryan says Chris Forsberg. And Andy says Chris Forsberg, the force, advances on. Chris Forsberg advances on. Yokoi out front. Gangster initiation by Yokoi. Good job. Oh, woo. Look at Dai Yoshihara riding shotgun with Yokoi. Oh, Dai Yoshihara getting thrown off of this line. Really shaken up there. Tries to salvage it. I mean, absolutely all over the place is Dai Yoshihara, unfortunately. Here is Dai Yoshihara. Throwing it down. Nice job. Yokoi, a lot more composed than that of Dai Yoshihara on his chase run. The lights illuminating the smoke. Dai Yoshihara dropping the back bumper into that rear clipping zone. And I gotta say, Yokoi just seemed a lot more composed than that of Dai Yoshihara in that chase position. Yeah. There it is. Masashi Yokoi gets the win unanimously in the D-Max Yokohama Tires Sylvia S15. Unfortunately, Dai Yoshihara is knocked out. Turn 14 distribution, ARC Design, Falcon Tires, Discount Tire, BRZ is knocked out. Here we go, Gucci out front, Moen giving chase. Throws it in, nice job, couldn't initiate. Oh, Gucci looked like he was scrubbing some speed, allowing Moen to get that proximity, not exactly mirroring the angle. Through the power alley, Moen all over the Goosh. Nicking that front clip, Moen going into the wall, tapping it. Definitely getting affected, but not throwing him off completely. Kenny Moen, Ken Gucci, throwing it in. Crawling into that first rear clipping zone, filling it up. How do they do on the first front clip? Mirroring each other properly. Kenny Moen really using all the course, allowing Forsberg to have a good line of sight as they bring it into that rear clipping zone. Ken Gucci doing probably one of the best jobs there, closing in around that deal, around that final clip. And like I said, take note of where Kenny Moen was through that power alley. It allowed a clear line of sight for the Goosh.
Well, here's Kenny Moen in the lead position, Gucci in the chase. Both guys get a clean start here. Kenny Moen bringing it back around, nice and tight on that inside clip. And then Gucci comes through the smoke line, eyes it up right here. This is a great move. It looks like he's going to go wide, but he tightens it up right there and closes the door on Kenny. And then Kenny goes deep into that zone, but Gucci is right there with him all the way around as they wrap it up. Great lead run by Kenny Moen, and Ken Gucci coming back with some strong points, especially on the latter part of the course, as we try to figure out who's going to be the last competitor going into the Final Four.
And there it is. Ken Gucci gets 1 vote, 2 votes, and 3 votes. Ken Gucci, the Goosh, is going to go against Daigo Saito. Here we go, Forsberg and Yokoi going at it here in the Final Four battle. Forsberg initiates into that rear clipping zone. Yokoi right there, door to door with Forsberg. Yokoi wants this more than ever. Comes through the smoke. Forsberg, great angle. Yokoi coming in hot. Nice, great control by both these guys. And Yokoi, again, a great execution coming out of the smoke. I mean, solid job by Yokoi.
Well, so many drivers talk about just how hard it is to get through that smoke line, and we see that playing a factor here on almost every single run. But Yokoi just gets pitted right up, slotted next to Chris Forsberg. Drops a tire on the inside right there just for a second, gets through the smoke cloud as Forsberg does a great job using the entirety of the course. But Yokoi's right there, staying steady. He's got him in his eyes, locked up. Forsberg gets that outer zone. Yokoi's right there. A great battle from start to finish between Masashi Yokoi and Chris Forsberg.
Yokoi out front, Forsberg giving chase. Yokoi throws it in. Nice aggressive initiation. Forsberg right there now trying to mimic the proximity. And it looks like he bit off more than he can handle because Yokoi is on a tear. Is Yokoi going to get his first Formula Drift podium? All signs are saying yes for Masashi Yokoi in the D-Max Sylvia S15 on Yokohama Tires. Yokoi going for his first ever Formula Drift podium, gets the win. He's going to the finals. Forsberg goes to the consolation 3rd place. And because he qualified higher than both of the drivers on the other side, Gucci and Saito, he grabs 3rd place. But Yokoi is officially getting his first Formula Drift US podium. As Daigo Saito, Ken Gucci, here we go. The Goosh out front. Daigo Saito, give it chase. Oh, Daigo, Gucci, look at this. The Ninja was mirroring the angle. How is Daigo going to handle the smoke? Nice job so far. Oh, Daigo, he does get his back. Look at that thing, just slingshot, catapult, rocket ship up to the back of Gucci's car. Man.
Man, every run makes you hold your breath.
Because it's just so smoky when Daigo Saito runs.
Yeah, that and it's just, you know, these guys are threading the needle at every corner. Let's take a look at the replay here. Great run by Daigo Saito and Ken Gushi. Gushi, the higher qualifier, his advantage if we get into a situation here. You can see right there, Daigo bumps up right there. I wonder if there was some contact. He straightens out a little bit, gets back on it. Then Gushi transitions. Daigo's right there. Nice job by Gushi on that inside clip. Daigo trying to chase him down. Gushi shoots wide. Goes deep into that zone. Daigo right there cuts the line a little bit, try to catch up to Gushi.
Let's see what transpires here. Saito, Gushi. Now Gushi mimicking that proximity that Saito had, but here comes the smoke screen. Gushi navigates out of it, no problem. But here's another critical point. Saito scrubbing a lot of speed, allowing Gushi to gain that proximity. Gushi really overshooting that final front clip. I mean, it seemed like they were both, you know, really kind of airtight, but they both had some small little hits.
Yeah, well, here, let's take a look at this as Gushi and Daigo battle it out right from the beginning, get close to each other. Super close here as both guys really on an inside tight line there, both dropping tires. A little bit of separation right here. Gushi gets on it, gets right next to Daigo Saito. Then background very close is Gushi right there, but then goes a little bit long. Like you said, Jared, goes wide towards the end. So
Daigo Saito slide it left, Gushi slide it right. Brian says Ken Gushi. Andy says, Brian says, sorry, they're going one more time. Oh my goodness. Daigo Saito gonna give chase. Again, the one more time battle. Who's going against Yokoi in the finals? Look at Daigo Saito all over the goosh. Can that touch and go now? Saito dips out of the smoke. Gets back in. Look at Gushi dragging the wall. Oh man, a near perfect run out front.
Well, Gushi did everything that he needed to do, but right from the get-go, Daigo lays down an insane chase, one of the better ones that we've seen all night from this section of the course all the way to this first inside clip. I mean, look at that. That is incredible. And then right here, this is where the first moments of separation come about. Gushi perfect on that touch and go, on that inside clip. Now pulling away from Daigo. When did you ever think you would hear that? And then just grazing the wall as Ken Gushi just goes a tiny bit wide right there on that last inside clip. But that was a solid lead run by Gushi.
Nitto Tires Final Four. Oh, look at that. Ken Gushi wide on the, you saw him kind of take a different approach. He didn't drop into formation. And I don't know if that's going to favor or hurt him as this gap is being established of Saito and Gushi. Gets out of the smoke. Does not get to that outside clipping zone around that final clip. Are we going to see an all-Nissan final with Daigo Saito putting down a strong lead run there in that Achilles Radial GTR?
Well, here is Daigo Saito trying to build some momentum here on the latter part of the season. Doing a great job in the Final Four against Ken Gushi. Great lead run right here. Just drops the tire just for a second on that inside clip. This is where that gap is established. As Daigo Saito gets up on that second inside clip, now moving it back around. Gushi back a ways as Daigo does a good job on his line pretty much all the way through the course. So
Brian Eggert says, one more time. Andy says, Daigo Saito, they're going one more time. Like you said, Ryan, a little delirium setting in. How do you think the drivers are? I mean, they're having to stay at the top of their game, stay pinnacle. Right now as Saito, saw some wavering from him. Gushi, very comfortable, settling in nicely in that FRS. Saito nestled into that cloud of smoke. Gushi brings it to that outside clipping zone. Nice job. Saito chasing him down, and not too shabby. Some a few mistakes here and there from Saito, but Gushi another solid lead run.
Yeah, Gushi has just nailed his lead runs. I mean, they've just been getting better and better, and that was one of the contributing factors of the one more time, says Ryan Lantane in that last run or last battle between these two. Again, Gushi starting off great here. Nice job on that inside clip. Tons of smoke. Daigo right there though. And then Gushi perfect on this inside clip. Now this is the part where you see a little bit of a mistake from Daigo. Cuts the line a little bit, does not get out as deep to the wall as Ken Gushi does, as Gushi wraps up that last turn there. So
right, here we go. So Saito out front. Oh, look at that. And then Gucci goes for that attack again. He was far to the left when you're looking down the pipe. And then look at this, Gucci lost in the smoke. Can he make it through? Man, Saito flying into that rear clipping zone. Gucci quite a bit of distance back. Oh, that's way off that front clip. Sliding left for Saito and right for Gucci. Brian says Ken Gucci. Ryan says Ken Gucci. Gucci's going to the finals in September. 5th and 6th. Here we go. Excuse me, 6th and 7th. Here we go. Ken Gucci out front. The GoPro finals. Be a hero. Who's going to be a hero? As Ken Gucci. Great angle. Yokoi lacking the angle. Now bringing it on home. It's Ken Gucci. Nice job of that rear clipping zone. Masashi Yokoi leaving some points out there on the track in that chase position.
Well, at first glance, it's not the best Ken Gucci run of the night, but it certainly is a solid one. Yokoi chasing him down here as Gucci goes into initiation. Nice job while Yokoi staying with him so far, but then you can start to see a little separation here as Gucci accelerates past inside clip number 1. A little bit of a gap right there. Now Gucci goes a little bit wide on that second inside clip, then moving back around. Nice job on that outer zone, though, by Ken Gucci as Yokoi buttons up the back end and both drivers cross the finish line. Who will be taking the win here tonight? Well,
Is this the final run? Masashi Yokoi out front, throws it in. Ken Gucci follows it up. Gucci getting some separation here into that first front clip, coming through the power alley. Gucci tearing up, ripping and tearing. Here comes Goosh. Masashi Yokoi gets an outside clipping zone. Is this Gucci's first win in 10 years? It happened here in Texas, in Houston, at Texans Stadium, at Reliance Stadium. Happened 10 years ago. That's when Gucci got his last win.
Well, this is it. Will we find a winner here? Masashi Yokoi, great initiation. Ken Gucci, perfect balance right here as he really times the chase run against Yokoi. Yokoi laying down a huge smoke plume right here, but a loss for words. And then Gucci bringing it back around as Yokoi super tight on that back wall there, but Gucci door to door across the finish line. Great run right there by both competitors.
So Chris Forsberg grabs 3rd place, and the winner here at round 6 of 7 of the Formula Drift Championship, presented by GoPro. Masashi Yokoi gets the win here in Texas as Ken Gucci grabs 2nd place in his Greddy Racing Scion Racing FRS on Hankook tires. Yokoi gets his first ever podium. Throwing the horns. Where's the cowboy hat that brought you some good luck? The Cowboys act a little more excited, Yokoi. Yes, there you go. That's as wild as you're going to get. Well, there it is. Yokoi grabs the victory in his D-Max Yokohama Tire Silvia S15, his first podium, and it is the highest point possible. Yokoi grabs the win, Gucci grabs 2nd, and Chris, the Force Forsberg, grabs 3rd. McCory and Paul. McCory transitions and initiates into the Big Bang. Justin Pollock, now it's his turn to attack in that chase position. Whoa. McCory goes into the wall, Pollock backs down. Mano a mano, Justin Pollock past him, McCoy fights back. It's bumper cars out there, Seattle, make some noise! Woo! Rubbin is racing. Justin Pollock and McCory.